Hey, Peacemakers, it's your girl Dawn Stone, and today is the podcast reveal day. I'm very excited about having this opportunity in 2024 to really begin having intentional conversations that a lot of people, family, organizations are not used to having. So let me tell you a little bit about how it began. So I'll have to go all the way back, showing my age. 1991, I entered corporate America. And as an 18-year-old, I remember my parents basically giving me um, a computer bag and a suit and some pearl earrings, and they said, "Go change the world." And I'll have to say, I had no idea what that was about, right? But I knew there were a lot of things missing that, my parents and other people hadn't told me in the workplace. So a lot of stuff I had to kind of learn on my own and navigate on my own. And even once I got into these spaces, I found that my family didn't have the experiences because I was in corporate, they were in healthcare, in the automotive industry, retail, you name it. No one was in corporate America. And the closest was my mother, who was in the South Central Bell at that time, which is now known as Bell South. And so it was pretty interesting trying to navigate. And with that conflict came a lot of things. And a lot of those things weren't always positive. So, in looking at my clients over the years and also finding ways to capture the voices of those people having those experiences, I say, what if I would have had this years ago? What if I could have had real time information to save me from some of those missteps, right? Missteps in the office, missteps in my relationships, missteps in just basic communication with people that I knew or were getting to know. And so this 2024 podcast, which is actually going to be in person, so I got to get used to that out of the audio. We'll keep the audio for Tuesday and Thursday, but on Wednesday nights, we will share space and time talking about two things: conflict and confidence. And conflict and confidence are two things that we struggle with from time to time. Whether we are new kids walking into a classroom, or if we're old adults walking into a workplace. So, my co host is none other than one of our leading new leaders who is relatively shy. In fact, has already asked, "Do I need to come on camera?" And I'm like, "Yes, we're not doing this with an avatar, even though I do have a pretty sharp avatar." So, what we are planning this year are some topics that we needed to talk about a long time ago. Okay. Topics that impact us personally and professionally. I'll give you a few. We're talking about everything from advocacy to education to healthcare to mental health to relationships, dating, right? All of these are really interesting things. And there will be times when we are into conversations and bring on guests that may fit into my profile and may fit into their profile. But at the end of the day, we have two dynamics that we're always dealing with. How do you manage the conflict, and how do you build or maintain that confidence? And if you think about it, conflict is that one thing that can take your confidence into the toilet in a nanosecond. And so we really want to make sure that you understand what conflict looks like at all ages and how you can effectively manage it to become the peacemaker and build the confidence that you know you've always wanted. Because again, conflict is neutral, it's neither positive or negative. And the hard part of that is a lot of people don't like to manage it. So even in my own business, people ask me, oh, she must like conflict. No, I became a conflict chick because I didn't like conflict. I fold like a lawn chair, or I'd be so argumentative and forget what I was arguing about. So with those two extremes, it wasn't working for me. So I literally studied it, spent thousands of hours in conflict, learning how to resolve it not only for myself, but for other people as well. And so my clients today get to appreciate the peace in the organization, the lack of escalations in the workplace, the lower calm voices, and the productivity starting to work. Okay. So I have asked my special co-host for this 2024 year to come in and introduce themselves. So I will say this person comes with a lot of different experiences. This person also comes with a fresh perspective, and I will also say lots of opinions, which makes the conflict even more yummy. Okay. So I just appreciate you for taking this journey with us. Those of you who may not know, the podcast, the Conflict Chicks podcast, started back in 2019, the fall of 2019. And so it has grown, and we're ending season 6 at the end of December. And we will start again in 2024 with this new platform and having it in the form of a show where you will, for 52 weeks, get to enjoy some of life's most delicious topics, all right, with people, policies, processes, and growing pains. So I'm going to leave it here and I'm going to ask my co host to join us. So if you will give me 1 second, we will reveal who that person is and let them introduce themselves to you. Okay? 1 second. Okay, so we have waited long enough for the reveal of the 2024 co host for the Conflict and Confidence podcast with the conflict chick, Dawn Stone. So, would you mind revealing yourself and turning your camera on so the audience will know who's going to join me? It is Joy. Thank you so much, Joy. So, look, you're going to have the dishwashing liquids cleaning up conflict all over the world. It is Joy. How are you doing today, Joy?
I'm good.
All right, good. So tell us why you decided to serve as co-host of this podcast called Conflict and Confidence for intergenerational conflict.
Um, so, um, to exercise my voice and, and seek other people who may be struggling with um, wanting to be seen and heard.
That is so powerful.
Attract a audience.
Yes. And because, it's so funny, I told you she is shy. She doesn't talk much. Half the time, you don't know if she's around. Like, she's very soft spoken. And what I enjoy is that she, like many others, have a voice, but it's often not heard. So I'm looking forward to sharing the stage with her. What is the one topic, Joy, that you're looking forward to discussing in our segments in next year?
Mm, There's really a lot of topics, but I think the main, I think the main one would be um, shit, I don't know. It's a lot. This is really not more than one. It's a lot of topics that I want to cover.
Well, name a couple of your favorite, just a few, so they know what we're doing.
Um, Feeling struggling, definitely. Um, that will be mental illness and um, relationships and a lot more. But those are the few.
Well, those sound exciting, and I'm excited to have you as my co-host. So we want to invite you to come back. We're going to have a couple of teasers for the rest of this year, and then we will see you in 2024 on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. They will air on YouTube and Facebook on every Wednesday. So 52 weeks of these topics that she just described to you, plus some very special guests that we'll bring in. And there are going to be times that they take over the set. So we will have a teen chat and we will also have a parent chat. And there's going to be a lot of great things going on. So we want to invite you. You will also hear Joy Stone, which is always a pleasure. But we want to thank you. And thank you again, Joy, for deciding to be in here and share your voice. We definitely look forward to hearing it. We thank you so much. Amazing people. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe at The Conflict Chick. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. See you soon. Bye bye.